أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. So let's start our today's session. Inshallah, we will learn today about physics, whatever I have done up till now, and our talk with ChatGPT. So let's start our physics session, the beginning of physics, what is physics, and basically what we learn in physics in the basic class. We are not going to go so much further. There are only 2 slides and some ChatGPT's content, which we will try to ponder on and think and take out some questions, answers, and ask ChatGPT about what is physics and why is it important for us? Why do we have to learn it? So first of all, let's start from my slide from our journey, which is in the journey of evidence. Okay, as whatever up till now I have learned, I think so physics tries to solve these type of problems with logic that, for example, if we do some type of research or discovery, so physics wants its reference, authentication, and evidence. Without it, physics doesn't listen and doesn't, think about that and doesn't take out its theories or any other things on it, as per my thinking. Okay? As it needs proof. So physics needs proof. Yes. So as per whatever I have written, as I have seen so many popular sentences on physics, said by many type of people, many type of physicists. So as per I think, the meaning which I have seen is mentioned here: the study of physical plane of matter, motion, force, and energy. So a small short introduction of physics which explains us how we will learn matter, what is matter, and motion. We don't know about it, for example, right now. And forces, you know about it, you have learned about it, I know about that, because it's easy. Forces, pulls and push, and gravitational field, and many other thing, energy, and less force, g forces, and other these type of things. Okay, so physics is some type of connected with these. We will learn how is it connected in the later on classes. And so whatever sentence which I got to be inspired from was: the most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. Which in my thinking and in my perspective means that, for example, if I have some type of thing, okay, it can be a ball, it can be any other thing. 1 minute. Yes. So I hope so you can see what am I writing. It can be anything. Okay. So try to make and imagine it as a meaningless and incomprehensible thing. For example, if we see the past. Okay, if we see the past. A minute, please. Yeah. So as I was telling, and right now let me write everything more clearly. So for example, it's the ancient time. This is Earth. Okay, this is Earth. And the people don't know about it. Don't know. What is Earth? And we tell them about it, but it will be a meaningless and incomprehensible thing because they have never seen, because they have never listened about it or studied about it. So, like this, they are explaining that the most incomprehensible thing is the most comprehensible, the most amazing and explainable and meaningful thing. If we observe, if we analyze, and from my thinking and from my perspective, I think that physics is the subject where we observe, where we see everything in our eyes of evidence, where we seek evidence, we seek truth, and these type of things. But according to whatever I have studied, I think so, and I believe that in physics, mostly there is that physics says that there is no God because it doesn't have any evidence. And these type of things are going on. We are also seeing these and focusing these. And my one of the goals of learning physics is to also answer these questions for physics. That is God a real, deity, a real God, the only God, and explain the concept of religions and these type of things, which according to my thinking and my research, I got to know that mostly in physics they say that there is no God because of less evidence, less proof. But in my thinking, there are proofs, which we will see later on and explain according to physics. Okay, so now let's see our most important question and try to solve its answer. I don't know we can or not, as I am a basic beginner student about physics. And these type of questions mostly come in my mind when we start a subject, that what is subject, for example, what is physics, what is astronomy. If I'm a beginner of astronomy, what is astronomy, why is it important? Like this, I am a beginner of physics, so I will ask what is physics and why do we have to learn physics. What is so much important in physics, like astronomy and philosophy, geology, geography, botany, anatomy, and many other things. So, we will try to seek information about this, and we will get to know about these type of things in our later on videos by learning different topics like matter, energy, and different key points: forces, gravity, law, scales, applications, which we are gonna see. So according to I'm trying to gather the meanings from different sources like AI, Google, and my own perspective. Then I have to compare it and see different videos for that. So this is, as I have written here, a minute. Um, yes, as I have written here, thoughts of Google or these, and all of these. Okay. So these are the thoughts of Google. We have to have these type of questions. Why is it important? What is the most important topic in physics and these type of things, which we will come on in a later video, in which I will try to explain it by solving questions from ChatGPT as well as from my own mind and analytical skills and observations. I will try my level best. So let's see what does Google say about physics. Physics is the fundamental science that explores matter, energy, and how they interact. It aims to understand the law that governs everything, from tiniest particles like quarks to massive galaxies. Key points. So there are some type of topics here. Let's see these topics. So here they tell us about matter and energy. What things are made of and how they move or change. Forces and gravity. Forces. Gravity, electromagnetism, electromagnetic field, and these type of things, I think so, from my perspective. And nuclear forces shape the universe. Law. Physics uncovers rules that help us explain and predict what happens. Scales. It studies the smallest and largest parts of existence. Applications. Physics powers technology, medicine, and modern life. In everyday life, physics is everywhere, from smartphones and cars to stars and atoms. And we learn these type of things in physics according to what I got the information and knowledge. So these are the things up till now. I hope so you understood. So I cannot explain you in my words so in a comprehensible and in a meaningful way, as I don't know about it. I'm a beginner, as I told you. So for learning more, let's go on to ChatGPT, from where I have asked different questions. And let's ask ChatGPT about this. So let's do this and then we will wrap up. And in my next session, we will come with 2 to 3 more questions like these. So, first of all, I started here with learning about what is physics. So, according to AI, it didn't tell me properly what is physics. Let's ask properly. Here it tells us physics is the branch of science that studies matter, energy, as I told you right now, and seeks to understand how the universe behaves, and at all scales, from the smallest subatomic particles, which I don't know about, to the galaxies, and mechanics, the study of motion, forces, thermodynamics, and electromagnetism. And then I try to ask why is physics so important? But I don't think so. It gave proper answers. So let's see first this if it gives us some good answers. So understanding how the universe works. So physics is the most fundamental science. It explains why objects fell, why the sun shines, how electricity flows, and how atoms stick together. Like, you understand the point of physics, seeing everything in front of physics and questioning everything. For example, I have a pen. You cannot see properly. I can For example, I can write here more better. So, yes. So, for example, this is a pen. Okay. So, from my perspective, whatever I understood from ChatGPT, the words written here, these words. So, I understood that this subject questions everything. From from the creation to its technology and most basic questions. Okay, so up till now, I got this perspective. I don't know about that. Maybe it works like this, maybe not. But from this sentence, I can say that it works like this from the creation to technology to its logics and reasoning to explanation. Like, for example, how was this created? What was the idea? What was the design? And its technology, how does it work? Where does it work? When does it work? And logics and reasoning. Why do we use it? For what purposes do we use it? For what purposes was it made? Was it was created? And which type of technology it uses? And then its explanation in many things. Okay, so I got to know these type of things up till now. So let's go on this part. Every branch of science and technology, chemistry, biology, engineering, and astronomy rest on physical laws. Okay, so we got to know many things, dear brothers and sisters. But these things we have to see in our next video, inshallah. As today we learned about what is physics and its basic meanings. Inshallah, in next video we will learn about why is it so important, why do we have to learn it as a Muslim, where can we use it, and many other things. So these are the things, dear brothers and sisters. I hope so you don't have any questions and you're cleared with this question, which we will take in our next videos as well. So thank you very much for watching this video. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.